So to save time marking these, we were marking these separately, one at a time, 3000k. Now I've got it all in a row. The next improvement will obviously be doing the whole board. It just takes a while to get the positioning of everything right in the software. This box is self-working. It's just one channel only connected at the moment. I basically had problems with a microcontroller and the sensors, and blew about 4 sensors up. But anyway, it's all right now. It is all self-contained. There's nothing else other than the plug top supply. It's feeding into the Wi-Fi, and we've just temporarily got it on this looper lead. There's our test point connections, and there's our light on at the moment. The red doesn't actually work on this light, but the idea is that when the relay flips over, that's meant to be red right now. Yeah, so when you hit the test button, press and hold the test button, it starts the test sequence. So it'll be doing the red test now, and then it will stay actually on the white. So I need to change this to an hour, but at the moment it will stay on the white for 6 minutes, I think. But yeah, I'll need to change it to an hour, and then we actually have that tested and working properly. But it will, at the end of the test, it will confirm the voltages on that and upload them straight to the database. I had an issue recently. We run out of these heatsink plates. They didn't have a Kanban level on. It's really because we don't order them. We order them like once every 6 months, maybe every 4. Depends on how busy we are. So we're using the existing Kanban cards that we've got, but what I've done is so we've filled 2 levels on the desks. We've got 1 level down here, sorry it's all got to be organised and sorted yet, but 1 level down here as the first one. That should be a blue box, but that's just what was already in place. And then I've done 1 sealed, so this is actually a 4x6 label, and the idea is it prompts you to scan the QR code which notifies the system before you take the level out of here. So this is Max's lift, so it goes between floors, because this is basically where we finish the powder coating and then the last bit of the parts, and then it basically, this is then up here is where we start doing all our assembly stuff. So at the moment we've got it feeding off of a ESP8266 microcontroller with a Gecko drive. We need to obviously, well, Max needs to tidy up all the wiring and get it all in place properly. We've got a little bit of a grounding issue at the moment because the switches aren't actually seeing ground. But so basically these switches, we'll have them mounted like something 3D printed, and these are like cool switches. So you press in and hold in and it'll cool. And this one's the one for the bottom that just needs to be just fixed in down there. And then there's limit switches top and bottom. So for instance, imagine it comes up and it hits this limit switch. So where it's hit the limit switch, it now stops and waits for 10 seconds. And it should now then go back into the loop of checking for a push button switch. And the only reason it might move now is because of the grounding issue on these switches. But yeah, you know, it's functioning. It's doing its thing. It's not exactly quick, but the point is that the person downstairs, there's no reason to come upstairs, and same vice versa upstairs to downstairs. So it just literally put the stuff on and send it. It's pretty strong at the moment. It's holding about 8 kilos. We need to just test the weight a bit more and just kind of see what it's capable of, and then we can kind of set a weight limit, but it's good enough for all the parts we do.
I fixed the bolts on the anodizing jigs, so they're now more secure.